Last summer, I made a video asking for your help to find out more information about this mystery lady. To give you a quick recap, I'd brought this framed photo of a freight train, then I accidentally dropped it, the frame smashed and her photo fell out. Who was she and why was she hiding behind this picture of a train? Well, you really came through for me with lots of interesting information, so thank you to everyone who left a comment or did some research. So let's start with the first clue. There was a pencil signature on the photo and I thought it said Daisy Edis FRPS. And I feel really stupid because it turns out that's exactly what it says. I'm not really sure how I missed it, but a few of you pointed out that Daisy Edis is actually a really well-known photographer, and a number of you knew that FRPS stood for Fellow of the Royal Photographic Society. Daisy Edis even has her own Wikipedia page. Edis was based in Durham, and in 1901, when she was just a teenager, she began working in the photography studio founded by her father, and she continued to run that business for over 60 years until her death in 1964. She's even commemorated with a blue plaque that was installed by the City of Durham Parish Council at her former home address. The Beamish Museum, which is an open-air museum that brings the history of the northeast of England to life, even has a recreation of her photographic studio, which you can visit yourself. She was a specialist in portrait photography and her work was exhibited worldwide. She was a founding member of the Durham Photographic Society and became a Fellow of the Royal Photographic Society in 1935. Collections of her work are held by the Beamish Museum and also by Durham University, and I need to thank the Beamish Museum for putting me in touch with Ariana Preston at Durham University. She's completing a PhD, which is related to Daisy's work, and was able to confirm that the photo would have come from her studio. A real shock was when Annie Ross got in touch to let me know that Daisy Edis was her grandmother, so not only was the person who took my mystery photo quite famous, I even had a direct family link back to them. And it just goes to show the power of the internet is really incredible. So that was the photographer. What about the person in the photo? Well, we had this handwriting, and I have to thank Ariana and Annie again here, along with a number of other people such as Dave Shaw and Sound Studio Man, who worked out that it said Happy Days E.H. Royston. And from this, they established that the person in the photograph is almost certainly Elspeth Royston, born 24th of February 1905. And she was indeed a member of the ATS in September 1939, based at Catterick Military Camp in Richmond, Yorkshire. The photo was most likely taken to celebrate or commemorate her new role at Catterick, and she would have given the prints to friends and family. Elspeth stayed in the area after the war and married a man named James Brown in 1946. She passed away on the 22nd of December 1987 and is buried in a family plot not too far from where she lived. I've not been able to find out any more information about Elspeth. As for why her photo was hiding behind the picture of a freight train, I don't think we'll ever know. But it's been fascinating going back and learning about Daisy Edis and her career, and it's been nice to put a name to a face even if her life is largely still a mystery. If anyone has any more information, then drop me a comment, I'd love to know. Out of curiosity, I dropped the photo into an AI program to see if it could help bring her to life. I'm not sure how I feel about it, and using AI for things like this is a discussion for a different day, but I do like the idea that just after this photo was taken, she might have broken into a big smile or a laugh, and despite the war going on, she still felt that these were really happy days.